What is up, you guys? What is up, Avius Squad? What it do? What it is? Okay, so welcome back to my channel once again. It's gonna be a story time video. I want to tell you all that I'm really excited to be in front of the camera. I haven't posted in maybe about another week. I'm not doing my schedule. I'm just posting, how it's going. But for sure, we have some videos for next week. For sure. Okay, so today, I have an amazing story time to tell y'all what happened to me when I was maybe about like 10. I was in 5th grade, so I was like 10, 11. And where can I start? So when I was small, my grandma used to take care of us. Well, she was taking care of us because it was a December New Year's, which is like the days off for the holidays. So it was a holiday break. So my grandma was gonna make, ama people, my raza, some tamales. Ooh. So we're gonna make some tamales. And my grandma was like, hey, I need help with the fire. I was only 10, mind you, I was only 10. Some people, some at 10 know what's up, but I didn't know what's up. So I go outside, I was like, no, pues, grandma, I could help you. Like, me and my brother could help you. And he was smarter than me. He was like, maybe like, I was 10, he was like maybe 8 or 7. So we go and then tell my grandma, hey, grandma, we could help you. She's like, oh, okay, fine. What can y'all do? And then I was like, I'll start you the fireball. So I'll start you the fire. So then I start the fire. Then my brother's like, how are you gonna do it? And then I've seen that do it. I know what's up. Don't worry, I got this. And then he's like, are you sure? And then I was like, yes, for sure, okay. So then I start to get the leña wood. I cut some pieces. Well, I don't know if I cut some pieces. I think we already had cut because we used to stack them up. So I only helped them stack them up. So then I got some, put them in. We have a chimney. I think that's a chimney. Yeah, chimney. So we had a chimney, and I started to stack it up. Right, like first I put some like this, like a little camp tent, a little camp tent like that. Like those like little books, if you have read a book about Indians and the culture of how the turkey and stuff like that. So then that's what I started to put, boom, and then in the middle I started to put like wood too, just like to stack it up. So then when I do that, am I straight? So then I start to put the wood right inside, boom. So then mind you, I start to put the wood. So I was like, okay, what's next? And then I was like, no, pues you know what? Let's put oil with salt in a paper, roll it like a ball, put it in the middle, and then we put another one. But the other one is gonna be the main one that's gonna start out of it. So we're like, okay. We put it, boom. It didn't work. Like, we were kids, so we didn't know what's up. You get me? Even though I said I knew what was up. So then, boom, we do it, nothing. So I'm like, man, what do I do? I told my grandma how to do it. I'm trying to impress my grandma. I'm 10 and I got this. Get me? I got that swag with fire. I don't know why. I just wanted to do it. So then I do it. I do it again. I go get another ball. Nothing. Zero. So then I was like, man, what am I gonna do? So then, right in front of me, guess what there was? If y'all guessed it right. A gas tank. It was a little one. So then I was like, you know what? Let's use this. This is perfect. Let me put it, let it sink in for a bit, and then we light it up with a little ball of oil. And he was like, okay. So then we do that, boom. Perfect. So then it lights up. I'm like, hell yeah, bro, we did it. And then the fire was good. Like, literally, it was perfect. The perfect fire set that you would ever see. A 10-year-old can do it. Boom. It was back in the day, so maybe right now, maybe 10 years old, know what's up with fire, maybe. So then it was perfect. I was like, ooh, look, bro, we did it. I don't know what. And then my brother was like, yeah, let's just leave it like that. We're good. You get me? And I'm like, no, you know, I want to impress my grandma. I wanted the fire to be more high. Like the chimney was high. I wanted it to be more high. Then my little Dumbo. So then, you know what I did? The little Dumbo, there he goes, gets the tank, the gas tank again. He's like, one more. I told my brother, one more, and that's it. Because it was one and then another one. I wanted two. So then I put the one, it was badass. I wanted the other one, so it could be litty lit. I know. So then I put it, and as soon as I see, like, it was very low, so I had to tippy toe. I was chaparrillo. I was all short, so then I go like, and then as soon as I go like that, guess what happens? Boom! It explodes. It explodes, guys. It explodes everywhere. It was like a grenade. Exactly like a grenade. Boom! Guys, it was like if I was in World War One. Literally, I was like, I'm like one of those, like, if you have played Call of Duty, right, when you get flashback, you're like, and then you're like barely getting your vision, like that. Exactly like that. Boom. And then, but my ears popped. Well, they didn't pop, nothing, like no blood came out, but I just heard beep. Guys, as soon as that happened, I lost it. I was like, I'm gonna do it exactly what I did. I was like, poof, and then I'm trying to get my vision right like that, but for something I knew this hand I wasn't gonna use it like this. I just had it like this, like just out like that, and then I was like this. Then I see my brother. He ran so quicker than anything in the world. Like, you just see, like, he's trying to go inside as fast as he can. Guys, when I turn around, I already saw him left. Like, by the time I saw him, I was like, I just turn around and I see my hand on fire. On fire. I was like, ready to throw fireballs, and I'm just playing. I was like, oh shit, run. Like that when run. Guys, I ran and I tackled my brother. I tackled his ass badass, like literally like an NFL player. Boom. I tackled him and I took him down, and I knew I had gas. You see, so I wasn't that dumb. I knew I had gas. I ran, I tackled him. I used his shirt, like just not like no, like I just got this and went like this, but hard, like. Imagine 10 years old. Who's gonna think like that? No one. I don't know if a 10-year-old would ever think like that. I just went, cut the fire quick, son, quick, like a pro. I swear, like a pro. Like just in an instant. I didn't even have to go like, no, like just quick, boom. And not hell no, stop, drop, and roll. I have seen stop, drop, and roll. It takes a lot of time to do that. Stop, drop, and roll. Hell no, bro. I'm not gonna wait for that. My skin is burning. You know what I'm gonna become? A chicken. I'm gonna become a chicken. Come on. You know, think before. Quick. So then I tackled him. Boom. Stop the fire. So then everyone comes. Like, I remember my aunt was there. My aunt was there. My grandpa, my grandma, everyone. And then they were like, what happened? What happened? And then I was like, nothing. And then they were like, yeah, something happened. And I was like, okay, yes, the fire and I don't know what. And they're like, are you okay? And I don't know what. And then like, yeah, we're all fine. Me knowing I wasn't fine. Literally, guys, you could ask anyone from my family. I am amazing with pain. Like, I feel pain. I'm a human being, but I'm amazing with pain. Like, I could be like, oh, it's all good, you get me? To the point where, like, if I can't take it, I'll just leave it, like, be like, oh, motherfucker, shit hurts, you get me? It hurts so much, you get me? So then I was so good with pain that I was like normal. I was like, no, nothing happened. And at that time, I had rubber bands, those rubber bands, the ones that you have. I used to have a collectible of my hand, like all the way right here to here. And the main ones I would cover were the ones that for cancer, you know, I love boobies, so cancer, you know, to girls, you know, because I I used to, buy those because they said they were for cancer. So I used to buy them, and they were pretty big. They were pretty thick and big. So I used to have those. And guys, I'm gonna tell you, those rubber bands saved my life. Literally saved my life. I'm gonna tell y'all right now why. So then they come, and then they're like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And then we're like, "Yes, yes, yes, we're fine, we're fine." And they're like, "Are you sure? Look at the fire. Like, what happened?" And then I was like, "But I don't know what happened, and I don't know what." And then and as soon as I see my hand, I haven't seen my hand. As soon as I see my hand, I think it was from this side, or this side. Yeah, it was from this side. It was already open. It was already open. It was already like it was cooked pre-chicken. So it was already burned, you get me? So then I was like, man, what am I gonna tell them? Like, I don't want to get in trouble, you get me? But then at this point, then we're gonna get mad at me. I'm 10, they're gonna be like, come on, like, it's okay, you get me? No. As soon as I told them, you know what, I burned my hand. And they're like, what? I burned my hand. And then they're like, where? Let me see. And then I was like this, and they're like, they were like, oh, shocked. And then when my grandma, you get me, like, she's sentimental, she started to cry, and she was like, oh, like, what was I doing? I don't know what. And then I was like, nah, it's okay, grandma, like, it happens, you get me, we're kids, you get me, shit goes down. So then when that happened, guys, they were like, I had the rubber bands. That's when my grandma was like, oh, but let me take them off. Me, still like a dumbass, excuse my language, I was like, no, don't cut my rubber bands, don't cut them, let me take them off. But my hand was already like kind of like this, like it was to the point like a little bit stiffy. So then I was like, oh, and then I was like, no, fine, then cut them. They cut them real quick. And then me still, mind you, I'm 10, so I was like, let me put it inside the water, like the cold water. But my grandma was like, no, put mustard. But I tell y'all, when y'all burn yourself, don't put mustard. They told me it's not good. Put water, cold water. My grandma put mustard. So then they were like, what you put in your hand? And I was like, mustard. And they're like, oh, you shouldn't be doing that, you get me? Put cold water. So then I was like, oh, pues now I know, right? So then it was already open from here, so that's where she put it. But I had the burn. I don't know if y'all could see. I'm gonna try to zoom in right now, like get better lighting, maybe to the restroom. But right here, y'all could see I burned myself. Look, all this was burned. All this, if you see, I don't know if there's no difference. But just on that, you get me. Look, I burned myself on that, and then look, there were. A permanent A stayed there. Permanent A. I don't know if you can see the A. Permanent, like it just did. I used to have a dolphin. Like a dolphin, like right here, somewhere here. Well, here where it's closing. I used to have like a dolphin form. But that left, that's covering itself. It's still healing, like the color. It's still covering. But the only thing I have was a little A. And I was like, oh, you get me? Like, at first, it was like really cool when it heals. It's really cool. After the healing part right now, it's cool. It was really cool because it was so soft, like if you were touching like a, I don't know, like super soft, like hella soft, like to the point where like, damn, that's so smooth. Like if you just shave, but better than if you just shaved, I don't know. And then I get rushed to the hospital. And then while I'm driving to the hospital, your boy is still holding them tears, you know. I was just in pain, like so much pain. I was like, hey auntie. I was like, hey, can you crank up the air? And then she was like, yeah. And I was like this, like this was on fire, like ready to throw fireballs. It was on fire, and I was like this, trying to cool it off. And I was just like chilling, and my sister was in the back, and my aunt was driving, and I was like, they're like, oh my god, what happened? Oh, and then my sister's like, what if you die? And I was like, what? I'm gonna die? And I was here like kind of like laughing a little bit, and I was like, y'all shouldn't be crying, I'm the one that should be crying, I don't know what. And I was still like this, and like, oh my god, like, why aren't you crying? You get me? You're in pain. And then, yeah, it's painful, but you know, if I cry, but we're gonna be crying, you get me? So why there's no point of crying. Let me just heal this thing, put it in bandages, and yeah. So then We get to the hospital, guys. We went to the emergency. It was closed. We rushed all around. We got into this little emergency, and then real quick they were like, "Hey, this is an emergency. He just burned his hand. Boom, boom." And then my mom couldn't drive because my mom, as soon as she heard that I was on, that I burned my hand, she was like crying. She couldn't hold it. Like she was like, she didn't know, and it was like, what the heck, you get me? Because remember, I was like this right in front of it. Instead of it being this, it could have been all this, you get me? So like, imagine how bad it could have been. But no, you get me? Like, my God was standing with me, and he held it all back, and it was just here, you get me? Even my eyelids, like, I still have my eyelids, and that, or at least my brows, you get me, to the point where like, oh shit, what the fuck happened? So you get me? So like, wow, like I still can't believe, my God, kept me safe, and just that hand. And they were like, this could have been a 4-degree burn, but it was a 3-degree burn. I think it was a 3-degree burn. Oh yeah, degree, yes. So then I get to the emergency. My dad, I have my stepdad and my real dad. My dad was working, but my other dad, they called them, and he just rushed. He stayed here like for a month, I think, taking me. He was the one that took me, and we were still in break. So imagine, I didn't have school at all, so I was just chilling, you get me? But what sucked was that it was like, when I would go, I still remember when I would go like this, or even super hard like this, like hella hard, I couldn't feel it, like I couldn't. And they already took me in from the like, as soon as I saw mom, she started to cry. She hold me, and she was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, like, sorry mom, I didn't mean to," and that's when I started to cry, because I saw her crying, like, imagine seeing your mom crying. So I was crying, and then she like, like, I ruined it, you get me? And she's like, "No, it's okay, don't worry, you get me, it happens." So then boom, we went inside. They questioned us. They took us to the back. They took like maybe like 2 to 1 hour and 30 minutes. I was just like this with the cold water, like, oh, it hurt so much, you get me? And I still remember that a favorite game that I used to play was Unblock Me. They're from the blocks. If you haven't played it, it's a good brain technique. A good brain technique for you to stay calm and just chill, you get me? Like, just doing it when you get frustrated, but just go faster. And that's what I was playing, stay calm. I was chilling. I still remember the guy, the nurse that came in. He super amazing guy. He took care of me. He was like, no, like, he started to like take me out of it. You get me? I was only 10, so I was like, oh yeah, you get me, and laughs and stuff. But I was still like, kind of like, it was just like dun 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 dun. You get me? Like, to that point. So that's what happened. And the next day, I'm gonna fast forward. Oh, that day when I was there, I got lucky, because she said, "Why didn't this burn? Like, why is this still good? You get me? All this burn, but not this." The rubber bands. I had the rubber bands. They protected me, and I had the I Love Boobies was kind of tight, but I had one I Love Boobies, and I had some that were kind of tight, and those were the ones that saved me. She was like, "Why is this not burning? I don't know what." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And then she like, "Your veins, like, your veins didn't burn." And then I was like, "Why were they supposed to?" And then she's like, "Well, yeah, because you burned all this. Your veins were supposed to like not to be like over here, right? But they were the part that was supposed to be damaged. You go, because it's thin. You get me? Here's, I had hair, but this didn't damage which it was supposed to be damaged as well. What happened here?" And then I was like, "Oh, because I had rubber bands. I had thick ones and thin ones." And then she was like, "Oh, you got so lucky then." And then I was like, "Why though?" She was like, "Because if this would have burned, but I don't know this. I think this, it has more coverage, more tissue, but this doesn't. You get me? Because you could see your veins right away." So she's like, it was covered. You got so lucky that your veins are good. You get me? You didn't burn your veins. You get me?" And I was like, "And what was gonna happen if I burned my veins?" And then she was like, "Your hand was gonna stay stiff like that, or like if my hand was like this, I think like something like this." And she's like, if you would have burned your veins, your hand was supposed to stay like this, like always. Like, imagine like your hand always like this, you get me? So like, my hand was always supposed to stay like this. And she was like, but now you just don't worry, you have your own therapy, start moving it every time. It's gonna be kind of hard because it's burned. Your veins are good, just keep moving it and you're gonna be back to normal. And at first, like maybe like within a week, I just let it relax. And then after the first week, I didn't want to move it, but they're like, you have to move it because you're not gonna get no movement back. So I started to move it so it could circulate again. So I started to boom, 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 boom. And thank you, God. He saved me, like now I'm good. You get me? Like, so then, yeah, guys, so that was my mini story time. And my brother, I thank God, nothing happened to him. But me and my brother, you get me, when I left, he was in tears, like so bad. He was like, oh, it was my fault, I should have been the one. And he was like only like 7 or 8, he felt so bad. And I was like, nah, don't worry, bro, you get me, like it's all good, you get me. And he was crying, you get me, like me and him, we sometimes argue when we're kids. Right now, no, we already chill, right? But like back in the day, we used to argue here and there, like, get me, you're kids. But now he was like, no, my brother, you get me, what's gonna happen to him? You're small, you don't know what's gonna happen. But when it's a burn, like right now, you know what's up, you get me? So that's what happened. And I love my brother to death. And luckily, this is my hand. Excuse me. And then my hand right there. If y'all could see that, you see, I burned it. And it was bigger. Like, it was so much bigger. I think it was all the way, it was like from right here to like the burn is right here. Please like, share, subscribe, comment down below what y'all want to see. Hit that little notification bell button. And that's about it, guys. Thank y'all so much. And if you all love my story time, please let me know. I would love to do more story times because I have a lot. And if y'all could see, I have this scar right here. It's a permanent scar. I have that scar right there. That's also a good story time. What happened when I was like way more smaller. I was maybe like about 7 or 8. So y'all let me know. I have amazing story times and dangerous and really, really messed up story times. Like for a kid, but it happens. You're a kid, you don't know. And especially if you're Mexican, you get me? We got some stuff that are like, what the heck, get me? So thank you all for tuning in. I love you all. And please, I'm not gonna say too much likes, but please get me to at least 10, 15 likes, you get me? That would help so much. Thank you all. Be ready for the next banger. Stay lit, stay litty lit, and stay on the grind. Keep hustling. We're hustlers. We don't stop. We never stop. We stay on the grind 24/7. Even though, sometimes I'm not gonna lie, chill, but we're gonna stay on the grind. You get me? The grind don't stop. As soon as it's time to get up, chill here and there, but get up and stay and be a hustler. Stay a hustler, be a hustler, grind. Grind. Thank you all. Avius is out. Peace.